Hi, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. They call me Wendy, and I'm not really sure where to begin here. Um, been making lots of changes over the last few years, especially in the last, I'd say, 2 years in particular. I'm kind of midlife kind of age, and I'm kind of just reconsidering what kind of legacy I want to leave and just um, how I've been living my life and how I've just wasted a lot of time. I kind of woke up just a couple years ago and saw that I was just sleepwalking through life and I was just living life based on just subconscious programs. And that terrified me. I realized that I was making so many decisions about life, about my life, not based on what I wanted to create and what I wanted for my life, but what I thought was, the right thing to do or the best way to live life. Like I didn't have the answers myself. Lived my life by a lot of rules, and my self-talk was just downright vicious. I think a lot of people thought I was a nice person, a sweet person. There definitely has been something in me my whole life that I want to make the world better. And like, if I think something good, like, I'm not going to hesitate to say it, even if I just sound so ridiculous or foolish. I definitely have always been kind of weird like that. But I wasn't really letting my light really shine. I wasn't really living a authentic life. I definitely was just kind of, yeah, just doing what I thought you're supposed to do, right? I made tons of mistakes. I've made tons of mistakes even just in the last couple of years. It's hard when you wake up because it's like I feel like I had this very like detailed like algorithm kind of like all these different steps. Like if I do this and this happens, then I do this. And when I really started having to think for myself, I realized how out of touch I was with my own feelings, my own thoughts, my own emotions. And that has been super challenging. But little by little, I'm chipping away at those different programs and just irrational thought patterns and limiting beliefs and limiting thought patterns. And I'm getting a little bit closer to, I think, who the authentic Wendy is. And I just want to go deeper. One thing that's always been really important to me is just to be really real. And I really fell away from that. And I mean, isn't that what we usually do? It's like we usually fall so far to one end that then when we see, like, whoa, like this is nothing like me, I don't know, almost like it has to be like one major extreme to wake you up, I think, in a way. Or for some people, anyways. Not everybody. But for me, I was living a very false life. But I mean, like, when you don't really know who you are, when you don't really know what you really feel, when you're used to disassociating with your own feelings and emotions because of whatever reason, for me, is I picked up like a very codependent mindset. And I don't know what I want to say about that. um, I think I'm just all over the place, aren't I? Um, but that's me right there. Yeah, so I grew up just learning not to trust myself, to not trust that my experiences and my feelings were valid. I had a wonderful childhood, don't get me wrong, and my parents are freaking amazing. We're freaking amazing. Yeah, just like so many kids we misinterpret a lot of things, and always a very highly sensitive being. I always have been. Yeah, I misinterpreted a lot, and I thought that my experiences, my feelings, my thoughts were not valid, and no idea where I was going with that. But again, that's me, super random. Yeah, I don't know. I suck with technology and like editing and like pretty much anything. Yeah, like highly empathic person. Super bad at electronics. I break electronics all the time. One of those people that when I like go under outdoor lights, like they often like burn out. I randomly break computers a lot. Not doing anything to them, just I don't know. I've heard highly empathic people have a bad time with technology. ATMs don't work for me a lot. Watches don't work. Yeah, I didn't know all that was related until more recently. It's just kind of a funny thing. But anyways, I suck at technology. I have very little interest in very practical things. Very, very dreamy and just always thinking of ideals and I don't know, utopian ideas. And I genuinely just really love people. And from a young age, just known without a doubt that we are all connected. Any little bits of like ancient Eastern philosophy, whatever that I heard, I really gravitated towards that, even though I was raised in a pretty, I don't know how to word it. I was raised Catholic, and we went to church every Sunday. You know, I went to CCD. Like religion was a very consistent thing. Although like we didn't really talk about it at home or anything. I definitely there was a side of me that always identified very much with just non-Christian, just older philosophies, just more ancient philosophies, just about. I feel like I'm digging myself in a hole big time here.